Hi, I'm Ian. I'm a metal cutting specialist here at MSc UK. Over the last year, I've been working alongside our expert engineering team to develop a new tool advisor software that runs in conjunction with our website. This software guides engineers, machinists and buyers to quickly narrow down the huge range, which consists of tens of thousands of cutting tools we supply, down to around 50 or so on buyer suggestions that will suit the operation or machine feature you need to produce. This is achieved just by entering a minimal amount of data. The software can also filter tools that can be used on your specific workpiece material, specified tolerance ranges, and even recommending cutting data when this information is available. From the Tool Advisor's results page, you can also filter the selection further by price, brand, or even by what's in stock, which would mean then you get next working day delivery. Let's take a look at MSc Tool Advisor and I'll guide you through how to use it. So from our home screen, if you click into My Account, you can either register for an account or log in here. Once you're logged in, you can pick the Tool Advisor link at the top of the screen. Once the main screen is loaded, you'll see 3 tiles that we can choose from: hole features, milling features, turning features. We also have a threading feature that's still being developed, so once that's available, that will be added too. If I go into hole features, this tells us the type of tools and operations that we can actually use. So if we've got drilling here, for instance, if we need reaming tools, that one, counter bores, spot drilling, counter sinking. To get back to the main menu, I can click Tool Advisor, that takes me back to the main screen. I can then click a milling features icon. This will give us face milling tools, external profile milling tools like end mills and square shoulder mills, internal pockets or circular pockets, or slot milling cutters. Again, back to the Tool Advisor main screen, click the link. If I'm looking for a turning feature, I can click the link here. This gives me the option of external features, internal features like boring bars, radial grooves and part-off tools. For the demonstration, I'm going to go to the hole features and just pick a simple drill. If I scroll down, first of all, we look at the application. Here I can click this little arrow and scroll down and it shows me all the material groups available. We're using PMK-NSH, which is the industry standard. I'm going to pick stainless steel, for instance, so M2. I next work down to the hole diameter. I'm looking for a 14mm drill. If I need to put a tolerance in there, maybe like you would with a reaming tool, I can add a tolerance minimum and maximum in there. For this, I'm just going to leave it at 14mm. I then asked for a hole depth, 15mm. At this point, I can press continue and it will show me a list of tools that's available to suit this type of hole in this type of material. It will list me up to 50 tools. You can currently see I've been offered 39. If I click the 3 lines here, this shows me all the brands that's available. I can filter by brand at this point if I wanted to, and just show all the ISCAR tools, for example, and they all appear. I can also filter at this stage by stock. If I click on the word stock, it generates the list in order of what is in stock and what is direct shipped. I can also filter by price, ascending and descending. To go back to the main menu and refine the tool further, I can hit the drilling link here. If I move down to tool options, I have preferences. The preferences in this one is whether it's a solid drill, an indexable drill, or a spade or replaceable head. For this instance, I'm going to pick a solid drill. I also have the options of picking a straight shank, a weld-on shank, or whistle notch, or a Morse taper. I'm going to pick no preference in this case. I also have the option of whether I want through tool coolant. As our machine has through tool coolant facility, I'm going to pick yes. I then click continue. And out of those tools that were generated before, I'm now just looking at solid carbide tools with through tool coolant with any type of shank. I can now filter by diameter, shank size, usable length, overall length, point angle. If I want to see more information about the tool, I'll just hover the mouse over the description and it tells me all about it. If I need more details about the tool, I can press the I button, which then lists all the attributes for the tool I'm looking at, even down to the material choices. So we can see that this works as P, M, K, N, S and H's. These are my first choice materials, and these are secondary choice. I've also got a guide down here so that I can look at LU, for instance, and find out that that's the usable length of 60mm. If I scroll across, I can see cutting data on tools that have the information available to us. Once I've found a tool that I want, I can click the radio button on the left hand side, add to basket, and it tells me there the product code that I've ordered. If I click OK and open my basket, I can now see the tool in my basket and I can just go to checkout. So whether you're working on a complex engineering project or simply just need a tool to produce a certain feature, Tool Advisor can be an efficient way to suggest cutting tools that will work for you. You can start using Tool Advisor today on our website at mscdirect.co.uk and registering for an account or by logging in and clicking the link. Thanks for watching.